Hello there and greetings. My name is Monty Dial, and today we'll be starting on our journey with the Battle Cats. Now, I've played this game before, I've beaten it before, quote unquote beaten, and it's very fun. So, also I recommend taking advice from this cat over here if you're gonna play it. Inquiry codes are very important if you want to transfer your account. We will be starting our journey in Empire of Cats. Now, you might notice something. I have more energy than you'd start out with. And that is because I've been watching ads a few days and already have more energy levels than I'm supposed to. Because why not? Okay, so anyway, like the start of this game is very simple. You just begin, you play some tank cats, you play some cats, and you just kinda do stuff, you know, like you play stuff. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna place like a tank cat and then a normal cat. And then we're going to destroy this little house over here because we hate real estate. So, if you don't know, this game basically... It's a tower defense, in the sense that our tower is the cat base over here, and the enemy tower is whatever is opposing it. Now, the enemies will keep spawning usually. I think there's a limit on the amount of spawns possible in this one, so that's handy. This is the cat cannon. It goes pew up to that pink laser and creates a wave of death. Down in the left corner we have the rich cat, which you can upgrade to increase the amount of money you produce as well as your wallet, which is obviously necessary for creating more cats. Our tank cat is dead. Oh god. So the blue bars are obviously when the cat will region. The prices are on them as well. And it's currently showing 5 slots, but we get up to 10. And we got a treasure, that's nice. So, okay, we can actually see that. So, we need 7 treasures to start off, and then we get increased rich cat speed, and increased wallet speed, size, increased research speed, which increases our cat production. More XP is always nice. Cat base health, cat accounting, which increases the amount of money we get from enemies. Cat health, cat damage, cannon attack power, which is not that useful in the late game, cannon speed, which is actually useful, and max energy, which we're gonna need the last 2 stages for that one, so that's... Whew. Okay, so to start off, we'll be getting mostly study and energy up, so we can progress faster and easier. I am going to upgrade my tank cat to level 2 because it's pretty good. One of the best early game cats available. Okay, so over here we have missions which give free cat food for clearing stages, so that's great. Right now we can't do much with it except use a stage continue, but eventually we'll be able to get into the gacha aspect of this game, which is very fun, because we like gambling. If you haven't noticed, by the way, I'm playing this on PC because whilst the mobile version is great, PC just gives more leverage and a bit more, how do you say it, functionality. Shortcuts and all, very nice. So these first few stages are gonna be the same basic thing. Just play some tank cats, play some basic cats. Eventually the game does get a lot more complex. You start working with enemies that can create waves like the cat cannon. Enemies that can... Well, yeah, enemy typing, that's a big one. So enemies basically start having races. Do not think too much about it, and certain cats will be very effective against those. I do not remember when, but one of the upcoming cats will be an anti-red, for example. Okay, so again, these first few stages are kind of boring, just spam cats while you can, because why not? We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, Empire of Cats is definitely the most boring part of this game, but you gotta get through it to get to the actual juicy stages, you know. There is a starter bundle you can buy, which is nice if you want to skip everything, but it does cost money. Okay, there is the new cat, I guess. Our little boyo X-Cat. I am going to get an efficiency level because X-Cat is quite expensive. And off to Thailand we go. So I plan to make this series pretty simple. It's going to just be battle cats every, let's say, every week or so. Just progressing casually, and I'm going to try avoid using Ubers whenever possible, because Ubers kind of take the challenge out of the game at a certain point, and that can be quite boring. Yeah, so we'll see, I guess. Like, I'm not going to play no gacha, which, if you're unfamiliar with the terminology, means no rare cats, no super rare cats, all gacha cats, basically. Yeah, like, it's very boring to play no gacha. You get like 2 cats to play with. It's really lame. Yeah, so X-Cat is basically the first real attacker you get. Basic Cat kind of acts like an attacker, but he's more of a meat shield. But yeah, X-Cat does pretty good damage, pretty good attack rate. Falls off extremely hard in later chapters, but for now he's actually pretty decent. And there we go. Yeah, seems to have like, what is that, 20 DPS? Like, that is so high. Oh, a nice treasure. Is there a treasure festival on right now? Okay, thanks for the free XP, I guess. There is no treasure festival. I guess we're just getting lucky. Yeah, so gonna get another level of study. And off to Cambodia we go. Cambodia? I don't know. Stone pillar thing. Yep. I clicked off by accident. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're just gonna spam tank cats and then axe cats for the moment. The first stage in this game is having your base destroyed, by the way, so you want to avoid enemies hitting it as much as possible, because that's obviously not very nice of them. I'm gonna play some basic cats just to get rid of these enemies a bit faster. But yeah, just the start is very slow. Eventually we'll be spamming cats left and right. And tearing through everything like it's nothing. Until the enemies start doing tons of damage and start one-shotting literally everything. So yeah, we'll see, I guess. So every enemy in this game also has like a really weird name. Like these little people, or those guys. Because they are those guys, I guess. Always gotta have those guys. But yeah, like, wacky names, wacky cats. It gets very weird. This game is just weird, honestly. Like, I don't even try to explain this game to people, you know. Like, just have them experience it. Okay, so there we go. That's Cambodia done. Cambodia. I have no idea. Not sure, that's so sad. Okay, to the Philippines we go. Yeah, most of these games just... most of the starts just like slowly build up, slowly collect cats, slowly do stuff. We can zoom in and out, by the way. That's very nice. Get that nice cinematic angle on the arena. But yeah, I'm just gonna spam max cats for the beginning because I want to save XP for the better cats down the road. Yeah. These little Shiba guys are also literally called Doge, so our arch nemesis is a dead meme. But yeah, like, just gonna keep doing this for a while. Okay, so we unlocked a new cat. That's interesting. There we go, gross cat. The tall boy. I'm going to upgrade him once, because he's quite good. Get on a level of study, I guess I'll upgrade him again. You can click this description as well to see like cat stats, hold on the icons to see even more detail. So yeah, it's a single target attacker, but it has pretty decent range. Gross cat is basically a mid-ranger. Axe cat is basically a meat shield. He has strong against, which means he takes, I believe, 0.8 times damage from red enemies, as well as doing 1.5 times. Okay, so we unlocked COD as well. We're not gonna buy COD because COD is very bad. So we unlocked Japan, which is the first real stage of this game. As we'll be facing our first boss enemy now. So we're just gonna build up some money to be able to buy gross cats because those are very expensive. And then we'll see what's in the base. Okay, I might have pushed a little bit too hard for my liking, but we'll see, I guess. So Rich Cat level 8 is also the max, which means our max wallet right now is 450 cents. That is not a lot. But yeah. Okay, so the first boss is Hippo with an OE, because names. So this is going to be a strat in the early game a lot, where you build up a stack of ranged cats to then take down the big enemies. And he's dead. So yeah, that's how easy it is to actually beat Japan, a stage which a lot of noobs tend to struggle with, so if you were struggling, you're welcome, I guess. Yeah, it's a pretty basic stage and introduces the concept of bosses. As you saw as well, like, when Hippo spawns, it had a boss shockwave, which... So the boss waves are basically a big push which moves every cat on the field backwards, which means they can't actually be pushed behind the base. And that can be very bad in certain scenarios. A cat seeker. What is a cat seeker? Okay, so we unlocked basically everything because that's basically the tutorial. We got a cat ticket, that's nice. We got a rare cat ticket. Some XP. Some free cat food. Don't ask me what this is because I haven't played in ages and I don't actually know. Meow meow day. And that's actually... that is very good timing, I guess. Okay, that's a lot of rare cat tickets. Damn. Stack them high. Huh. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff from that. Now we get offers and stuff as well, obviously, but you don't have to buy anything in this game, you just don't. Like, I beat the game completely for free. Okay, so this is a gacha thing, I guess. Let's roll it. And what do we get? Okay, that's not a unit, but that's actually pretty good. Whilst XP is not really a struggle in the early game, that will be very nice. So I am going to max my energy out and then buy a few levels of study to again speed this up. And right now there's a Bright gacha and a Vegira's gacha. So we can click the banner to see, but these are basically all anti-black Ubers, which are fairly strong, but some of them are definitely better than others. I have no idea what this guy is. That one is also new. So you can see the chances here, 5% for Ubers, 25% for the super rare, 69.7% for a rare, and 0.3% for a question mark. But yeah, you can check like all these Ubers specialize in something against black enemies. That sounds wrong, but yeah. These are all the super rares we can unlock. These are all the rares. A bunch of stuff basically. We can get a platinum shard, which is used for a platinum ticket, which allows us to draw a guaranteed Uber. I don't really want Ubers, obviously, because I'm going to be not using them, but they'll be useful later on for other stuff, I guess. So drawing these tickets, fortune teller cats, not really useful, but I mean it's a decent unit to have, I guess. Always use the first of the units you get. Also, that is a really good draw. Swimmer cat is a very strong cat. Definitely gonna be useful later on. And well, what else do we get? What else do we get? Necromancer, Shaman, Necromancer. Yeah, so those are not very good. Well, let's just say that. I will do a 30 draw because it's very cheap. And that is Pole Vaulter. That is also a really good unit. Okay, so now we have a few gacha units, obviously, which is nice. Now we can equip stuff. Now, for the moment, I won't be needing any gacha. I also won't be using any gacha because they are both very expensive to upgrade. Produce as well, because 700 bucks is way out of my league right now. And it isn't really necessary for Empire of Cats, you know. I am going to upgrade my wallet level because I want to be able to actually buy gross cats. So these are normal cat capsules, which allow us to draw for normal cats. Basic cats, very nice. Always use these because you get a plus level. And that's a gross cat, that's also really good. Okay, so as you can see, cats evolve at level 10 and then at level 30. But you need 10 copies of a cat to have it evolve into its true form, which is the third one. As you can see, we have 4 of the 9 normal cats right now, and we'll be moving forward. So yeah, same thing still. Basically just progress, kill stuff, take over continents, because why not? Okay, that took quite long. I don't know why Australia put up such a fight. So, Empire of Cats, this first chapter, has 48 stages in it, which seems intimidating, but they fly by quite fast. I think the first red enemy also gets introduced in a few more stages, so that's nice. Also why we want our X-Cats to be slightly higher level. Yeah, Ninja Cat is basically Axe Cat, but just way faster. Pretty much the same range, pretty much the same health. It's just faster and it's considerably better, honestly. But I'm probably still not gonna buy it for cat food because there are sometimes sales on cat food units, which means they are half the price, and that is very nice. Buying cat food units is not that good until like later chapters where you need them for combos and stuff. Right now we can't use combos, but basically they're like... They increase starting money, they increase cat cannon charge up and stuff like that. There is so many those guys. We have angered the Singaporeans, I guess. And the main problem right now is we don't have any area attackers, which is kind of annoying. Well, I guess we have Pole Vaulter, but that one is very expensive. If you want an easier time, obviously do put more XP into your cats instead of actually just upgrading everything, but yeah, like... There is a new cat. What would it be? It is Cowcat. I will buy that one very soon, but not right now. So now we also have Sumo Cat, which is an area attacker. But again, very expensive for this point of the game. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so Pole Vaulter Cat slows zombie enemies, which we will not be seeing for a very long time. Zombie Killer, area attacks, and long range, which means she will not be hitting zombies that are not hitting enemies that are close to her, but she will be able to hit very far away. I'll put her in just for the sake of it. So this number up here, that is our user rank. We get certain things for getting a certain user rank. So for reaching 100 we get a rare cat ticket, and to get to 100 we need to upgrade our units and just generally upgrade anything, and it will give a point of user rank. Okay, so the Maldives, this will be the first introduction to red enemies, which is why we upgrade our Axe Cat and why it will be very, very strong right now. These first few enemies, they are traitless or white enemies. There is specific cats that can target these, but those are generally more to the mid-game. For right now, we'll just have to brute force them usually. Okay, so obviously our Axe Cat is way more powerful now, as it's able to knock back dodges and snack. I still don't know how you pronounce that name, but yeah. It'll be able to knock them back a lot easier. And the boss wave occurs at 2000 health, I believe. 2200, I guess. Okay. So this is Piggy, which is a red enemy, who also does area attacks. Which means she will be killing a lot of our units very fast. So we're just gonna start pushing back with Axe Cats again. Basic Cat is basically useless against these bigger enemies because, again, they all do area damage and Basic Cat has very low range. You could alternatively stack Gross Cats because those outrange Piggy, but Axe Cat is generally the easier way. And she's dead. Again, these very early stages are just to kind of show off what enemies can do, what typing actually does and stuff like that. No treasure, that's kind of sad. We'll unlock Cowcat again. Yeah, so everything has this stupid little face, which makes it look very weird. Look at this beautiful baby boy. So you get 5 cat food per cat you unlock, which is quite nice. Okay, so Swimmer is a rush unit as well, who does massive damage against floating enemies. So massive damage is basically 3 times the damage, 4 times with certain treasures, and yeah, it's a very good unit because there's a lot of floating enemy stages where you want to be very fast. If you do get some good gacha units, like, don't be afraid to use them. Like, there is no pride to be taken in doing no gacha, it's just boring. It means you need to overlevel your units a lot of the time, and it's just not fun to play. So because of how Pole Vaulter works, we actually do want a tank cat in front of it, because otherwise it's going to be Well, yeah, it has a blind spot, obviously, because it's long ranged, so it has a very big chance of missing if the enemies get too close. Which is why you want a meat shield in front of it, to tank for it, as well as to distract, obviously. Okay, it does pretty good damage, does it? Definitely one of the better super rares you can get early game. Okay, yeah, that actually does a lot of damage. Yeah, so she can also hit enemies behind the base, because the range at which she attacks doesn't actually equal the range which she hits, because her attack range is like roughly this. Like, you can see where she starts attacking, but her actual range is like 200 or something behind where she actually aims, so it's quite a lot. Meow medals. Okay, so we get those for doing certain game stuff. It's kind of like seeing your game completion percentage. So again, like these stages are fairly simple. This one has piggies and hippos, I believe. So it's slightly spicier, but again, pretty simple. Yeah, I will not be abstaining from gacha abuse in the later stages though, because I'm not making this as a guide series. I'm making this because I want to make it, and it seems fun. And yeah, like for guides, search up Nurse Wufa, search up Lucas the Fourth, Chilola if you want Uber carry. Yeah, like there's enough guides out there. I'm not going to make one. I think that's most of the threat eliminated then. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, so this is our first actual area attacker that we're supposed to unlock. And it is very strong in the early game, very strong. Samurai Cat. It says it's well rounded, it's a really bad cat, like even if you have the true form for it, it's just bad. Ooh, Psycho Cat, that's actually a really good one. So that won't be useful yet, but it slows aliens, and it's a very good stall cat. Okay, so now we can start stacking our bird cats. Which one shots that? One shots those. Very strong cat right now. Yeah, it has like no health is the thing. Also quite spammable, so very easy area attack to stack up. Okay, so there will be a boss. Yeah, Jackie Panks. So just like slightly further range single target enemies, which do quite a lot of damage, honestly. Quite tanky though. See how it's like bird cat, very strong. So we immediately start off with a hippo, which is quite offensive. It's offensive from the enemy, like not like it's offending me, but yeah. So yeah, basically same thing. I'm just gonna stack bird cats. Okay, so there we go. Okay, the encyclopedia has been unlocked, which is the enemy guide. And here we can see every enemy, everything they do, every type, all that stuff. I'm not gonna read those right now. Maybe at some point, but not right now. I guess Tank Cat does actually do area damage, but I mean Tank Cats and Tank Cat variants are just generally known for doing like no damage. Like in a game where the late game Ubers do 6k DPS, a Tank Cat does 30 damage. Like it will not even scratch late game Beyonds. It's actually kind of sad. When we do get to the later areas, Bird Cat obviously does like no damage. Well, it does decent damage, but it has like no range. And that makes it horrendous. Madagascar, that's where the penguins come from. Okay, so this is gonna be a new enemy as well. I think bird cats are gonna be a bit worse in this one because the new enemy is area attack as well as being very fast. Okay, so this is Corey, which is a gorilla, whose entire gimmick is having a very ugly face apparently. It's kinda sad. But yeah, he's quite a menace honestly. So you generally want more ranged cats to attack him. I don't know why I'm placing normal cats, he has area damage. He has quite a lot of knockbacks though, so we can push him back quite easily. Okay, he's a lot squishier than I expected. I thought he was gonna put up more of a fight if I'm honest, but yeah. Though I do believe there is a lot more in the base. Okay, no it wasn't. The second one is a boss wave. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get nuked. So that's the thing, when enemies get knocked back, their hitbox is temporarily removed. Which means my bird cats pushed into it and thus got hit. So with the superior, inferior, normal, that's the quality of the treasure. When we get all of these, it will activate that, but it's at a certain percentage. So having all superior makes it 100%, which is obviously why you want to get very good treasures. The way to get better treasures is just generally doing the stage again. Also, we unlocked Fish Cat. That's good. Fish Cat is another very menacing cat. Generally more of a tank. Well, yeah, he's a tank attacker. Has a strong against than Axe Cat has, which means he basically replaces Axe Cat. And though he's a bit more expensive, it's just generally... It's a very good unit. Even in the late game, like, he stays relevant. Swordsman, that's not a good one. He's one of the good starter ones, but gets very bad very fast. He has like no range. He does do massive damage, which is 3 to 4 times as much to red enemies, but generally quite a bad one. And that'll be it for now. I'll see you next time.